Are you new to the running shoe industry and want to learn more about the shoes and how to sell them? Well, I'm sure if you're listening to this speech, that's exactly why you're here. I've been selling shoes for about 2 years now, and I've been at the top of the company in terms of sales and everything, and I even got promoted for it to the manager position. I pride myself in knowing all the little details about the shoes, and I know how to sell them. So today I will teach you the process of actually selling the shoes and what you really need to know about them. How to properly identify which shoes to give a person, all the details that you need to know about a shoe, and how to actually sell them to the customer. So a shoe is a lot more complex than it looks. The biggest common misconception when customers are looking for shoes is that they don't really mean anything. It's just the looks of it. But there's a lot more to a shoe than just that. Really the first and probably the most important thing is the cushion. It's really how the shoe feels. It has some have a big sole, some have a little like kind of minimalist style, but overall that is what the shoe feels like. There's multiple different types. There's soft low impact foams, which are and there's soft low impact foams, and there are more responsive foams to it. The low impact of the shoe makes it feel softer because it literally lowers the impact when you land. It's soft, squishy, gives that kind of cushion to it. The more responsive cushions are a lot more for runners. It gives you that little bounce, little pep in your step when you're running, helps a little bit in the longer miles. The next important thing is the arch support of a shoe. That is, they have the arch in there, which forms to your foot, provides a proper support that you need. You have to be more careful with shoes and their arch supports. You don't want something too high that can, irritate the arch a little bit more, and you don't want something too low for a person because it doesn't give them that proper support that they need. And then there's also the ankle supports. Now, this is one of the hugest things to look for, and what I look for. Um, there's multiple different types. There's three main ones. There's pronation, which is your ankles rolling in when you walk. There's neutral, nothing really happens. Everything stays nice, straight, and in the middle. And then there is supination, which means your ankles roll to the outside, which is what I do. Supination is a lot more rare. It's only about 3% of the population, and pronation is a lot more common. It's probably about 50-55%, and then the rest is neutral. There is, a little bit more they caused by weak muscles. If your ankles roll in, it kind of just throws everything off. Same with rolling out. It's kind of like walking on noodles. It can cause knee issues, shin issues. So it's a really important thing to fix. Um, so now that you know what you need to know about the shoes, I will explain the actual process of shit selling it. So, the greeting is one of the most important things. It's the first impression that a customer gets of you. Um, when dealing with customers, that initial interaction is everything. You should look them in the eyes, smile, have that friendly uh, look to you. And if you don't want to yell at them, but you got to say it loud enough so they can really hear you. I deal with a lot of older patients and people like just older, hard of hearing, but you don't want to startle them, scare them. So just, hi, say something like, hello, how are you doing today? How can I help you? And then the next step is the gathering intel. So this is when you listen to their problems. If a customer comes in saying, hey, my knees hurt, or I'm dealing with something called plantar fasciitis, which is a lot of pain in your arches, kind of a stabbing pain in your arch, in your heel. It's probably the most common thing that I deal with. But you gather that intel because you need that information to pick the shoes out. Uh, then I watch how you walk. So I lead the customer down to the bench, have them take their shoes off, roll their pant legs up, just engaging in small talk all the while, asking them how their day was and everything. Um, and then you watch how they walk. It's called a gait analysis. So that's when I'm looking for your ankles, seeing which way they roll. Uh, Overall, just gathering that information. So once you do that, I have them walk about 20 feet and then 20 feet back. If runners, I would have them run, of course, seeing everything how it moves. And then I have that information. Then I go back. I like to grab about three different shoes. It gives a nice representation of what we have, what I think will work the best. So let's just say, for instance, someone comes in with that plantar fasciitis. My top three is the Brooks Adrenaline. That's a nice medium cushion option. It's pretty versatile, good for just about everything. Um, the Hoka Gaviota, which Hokas are a lot more cushiony, but has a nice tight heel cup to support that ankle. And then I also like the Asics Gel Kayano. Kind of the same thing as both, a higher cushion option, real firm, real stiff, provides that proper support. All right, and now since the customer has the information in the shoes, it's time to really sell the shoe. I like to have the customer try every shoe on. Sometimes people just they slip the shoe on, stand up, and then they go, oh yes, I like this, or oh, I don't like this. I want them to get a proper feel for the shoe, so I have them walk. I have them lace them up, actually wear the shoe. We do allow people to go outside, uh, as long as they don't run away. But they go up and down the sidewalk. We have a treadmill, but most of the time people just walk around the store. Can I get that feel for the shoe? And then I try to have them narrow it down to two shoes, so at least eliminate one option, and then I have them try one on each foot. And that's always a good way of just feeling out the shoe. It's you can compare, contrast, do everything that you really need to to pick a shoe for you. Now, and then then they pick up. Then you go for color options if they need any other colors. If they want colors, that's when I pull everything that we have out, or we can even special order the different color options. But it's good to at least give them that option instead of just giving them whatever shoe and then telling them they get out, basically. So now, since the customer has the information and the shoes, you do the conclusion. I ask them, hey, is there anything else I can help you out with? I tell them about certain specials or deals. Just kind of put that idea into their brain. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's really not up to me. It's just giving them that idea in case they do want anything else or need any other help. I can't even tell you the amount of times that, I like they were just about to leave and then they're like, oh wait, I need this for running, or I need a goo pack or some socks. And so just asking about that certainly helps a lot more. But overall, to wrap this speech up, that is how you properly sell a pair of shoes. You want to get that information about it. You have to really know the information first. But it's a lot of or a lot of shoe stores really just you pick a shoe out, they pull it out for you, and that's it. But I really like doing it this way. It really gives the customer the shoe that they need. Um, and overall, now that the most important thing is to putting them to their work, having them tell other people about the store, and that's it. All right. Thank you guys for coming and watching my speech.